Okay, here we are here. I'm going to try to read the JSON file format. This is the documentation for JSON, and instead of just trying to create a text reader by itself, I'm just going to try to track this and see if I can get this to work. Okay, the object, well, you need a node for that. Array, not really possible because you also need a node, a way to store the values. String, well, you have to create a string object and not there yet. Okay, number. That's the easiest one. Actually, white space. Oh, there are different kind of spaces. Oh, okay. Let's do white space. Okay. First, we read a character or pick a character. Okay, so you have to make sure that the character is visible. Okay, read visible character. Type file text, read visible character. Okay, read visible character. Okay. Okay, now we have to figure out how do we do this. Okay, we read a character, and then we have to make sure that it's visible. Read character returns a result, but I don't want result to return it into current character. Okay, whatever. Just read character. If type file text read character, read character into what? That doesn't make sense. Not quite makes sense. Pick character and yeah, advanced character. Yeah, let's copy this right here because I don't want to have to read into a specific value. That just doesn't feel right. Okay. Advanced character. Okay, read the next character in the stream. Okay, if type parent read character, copy this right here. Okay, type parent parent, and what the result would be. Okay, you have to figure this out here. Trying to work this out. Parent.current character. Okay. Okay, read character into current character, and that's it. That's basically it. Read a character into current character. Make sure it's right. And if it is, we're good. Okay, else parent.current character equals 0. Parent.current character equals 0. Because we have to make sure that we know where the end of the stream is. Simply reading peak character will just return as 0, and that's not very useful. Okay, let's just copy that here just to make sure. Because if you're reading from a text file, it's very different from reading a stream because we have to make sure the characters are in the right place. And we can't advance unless we know what character we're reading. Okay, if read character, okay, we have advanced a new character, return 1. Read visible character. Now we have to make sure that the visible character is a visible character. So if it's a space, align feed, carriage, return, or horizontal tab. Oh god. Okay, now I need to do ASCII. Oh, this is getting complicated. Okay, that took a while here. This is just a list of ASCII characters. I should make it work better than this, but this is close enough. So I need to know if a character is visible. Okay, ASCII long ASCII. Is it ASCII? No, type ASCII. Just keep everything consistent. Type ASCII is visible. Type char unsigned char. Unsigned GND. Unsigned long. CH. Is CH a visible character? Is it a space, a line feed carriage to an horizontal tab? And if it is, then we return 0. Okay, now I have to make sure that it's visible, it's printable. Okay, if it's a present, is it a printable character? Oh, okay, this is just weird. I'm just gonna have to go through everything here. It's gonna take too long. Okay, this is just tedious. So I just did it manually right here. Okay, so you just have to go through all the ASCII characters. Move type char down here because it made more sense. If the type ASCII is an ASCII character, if type char is ASCII character, if it's less than 127, then or 127, then it's an ASCII character. It's alphanumeric. If it's a lowercase a to z or uppercase a to z, then it's an alpha character. If it's a digit from 48 to 57, that's the 0 to 9, and so on. Alphanumeric is alpha and digit. Printable just means characters that can be printed. The first few characters cannot be printed. It's just a bunch of control characters. They don't mean anything. And then uppercase, lowercase, and visible character. Visible character is just printable plus space. 32 is space, I think. And of course, 0 character is null, so it doesn't count. 32 is space, so there's nothing really complicated, so I'm just not gonna deal with it. Okay, open new, open existing. And if, read visible character. Where am I? Okay, read visible character. So we advance the character, advance to next character. Okay, so we have to be sure in what order we're doing everything here. Because if we advance the next character, we are skipping the current character that we have already read. So that's what makes reading a text file complicated. We have to know which character we've already read. If we've already read it and we don't care what it is, then we can advance the next one. But advanced character is not the same as read next character, because for reading character we have to know it. We'll often skip existing characters here. Well, some of them were existing character. Advanced character is read character into current character. Oh, we already have advanced character. What am I doing? I got lost here. Advanced character is already it. Read visible character is, okay, we have to advance the character if type ASCII, if ASCII is visible. Type ASCII is visible. Let's just make sure it's the right one. Type ASCII is visible. Oh, what am I? Oh, it's messing up here. Just a minute. Oh, that's just Visual Studio messing up with me again. Type character is visible. Parent.current character. Make sure it's visible. If it's a visible character, move on. Return 1. Whoa. Oh. Okay, it's while. Type ASCII advanced character. Oh, shoot. While. Okay. This is where we have problem. Okay, we have to make sure everything's right here, because there are many ways this could go wrong. Copy, paste. Okay, while advanced character. If type character, read character. Oh, wait. Now we have problem again. Advanced character needs to check if the current character is 0. If it is, okay, read character, just reads the character, and it doesn't do anything. Okay, now we have a problem. That's an error in the stream. But for P character, if current character equals 0, then we return it is not equal 0 equal 1. But advanced character, if type read character, now we have to check. If current character equals 0, does not equal 0, return 1. Else, return 0. Else, return 0. Okay. We have to make sure that everything's the way it's supposed to be. Type advanced character. We have to make sure everything is right, otherwise the stream will break completely. Okay, type ASCII is visible. Are we in the right place? Save. Save just to make sure. Save. Yeah, it's fine. Type character, type ASCII is visible, parent current character, good. Return 1. Else, return 0. Okay. Okay, while advanced character. So if it reaches the end of the stream, it will exit right there. So it doesn't matter. This is one of those things you have to make sure it's right, otherwise you break everything and just get an infinite loop and everything is just wrong. Okay, so we have visible character, advanced character, and the task key visible character is with visible character. Okay, we have to make sure the character is visible, then we return. Once it is, why doesn't it accept this one? Yeah, it should accept it, but for some reason it doesn't like it. But anyway, maybe there's a problem. I'm gonna check if there's a problem. Yeah, it turns out there was a problem. The file was in the wrong directory. That's why it wasn't reading this one. Okay, now we're ready to read a number. Okay, tab file text, read number. Okay, now we're here. Okay, right up here. Number. Is the number a minus sign or a plus sign? Okay, is the number a minus sign? Okay, let's go through this very carefully. Okay, tab file, read number. Okay, make sure everything's in the right place here. Now we're ready to start everything. We don't want to get this wrong. Okay, if parent equals 0, return 0 as always. Okay, if parent dot current character equal plus. Okay, just gonna use visible characters here just to keep everything right. Or parent dot character equal minus. Plus or minus. No, minus. Okay, if it's a plus, okay, we just advance the next character. Oh wait, we need to know the sign of the number. Okay, because reading a number is not that simple. Okay, we need to assign it a number. Okay, double, because the numbers that we're gonna set are in double precision value, just like in Java. Okay, actually in JavaScript I use. Okay, sign equal 1, as in positive. We set positive by default. Okay, if current character, we need advanced character. Advanced character just advance directly to the next character. With visible character skips all invisible characters. Advanced character parent. Okay. Okay. So else. Yeah, I don't know about it. Okay, sign equals -1. Okay, and advanced character. Okay, that's the first part. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure this out. Okay, next. If parent.current character equals what exactly? Oh. This is not complete. Oh, there's something else I remember from the next thing. Okay, none. If parent character current character equals n. None. Compare string. If ASCII lowercase. Oh, where's ASCII? I'm losing something here. Type ASCII to lowercase. Parent.current character is n. Okay. What do we do? Oh, shoot. I have to figure out how to do this. Whoa. Okay, none. We have to be able to read strings. Oh, we can't do it. We have to be able to read string. Ah, forget this. Okay. If type current character equals okay, we need to enter a loop here. If it's a 0, then we enter into a loop. Oh, digits. Whew. Okay, this is gonna be complicated. While parent current character, while is digit. Shit, this is complicated. Oh, now we need p character. That's what I forgot. We have to be able to check if we're at the end of the file. If p character, well, where are we? P character, that file p character, parent, no, parent, and, okay, and parent equals is digit. The ASCII is digit, parent dot current character, parent dot current character. Okay, this is what we are doing here. We have to make sure that it's a digit and that is an actual character and not the end of the string. So we have to do two things at the same time. Make sure we are within bounds, otherwise it's gonna crash. Okay, so that's the inner loop, that's the main loop. Okay, value. Okay, double. Because I remember how to read a number, but this is slightly more complicated than the one I'm used to. Value. This is the value that we're using, equals 0. While current character value equals value times 10 plus parent dot current character minus ASCII 0 minus 0, whatever the value for ASCII, the 0 value for ASCII is. Okay, nice. So we just do this in a loop and this gives us a number, assuming that it's a decimal number and not a floating point. Okay, so far so good. Parent, we need to advance character. Okay, p character doesn't do anything, so we have to advance character every time we read an actual character. Okay, so this is the first loop. If it's a basic value, then this is all we need to do. But of course, it's not going to be a basic value, so digit from 0 to 9. Digit. These things don't have lines, so you have to make sure that we don't deal with fractions and exponents. Ah, now we have to deal with the dot right here. What if we encounter a dot? Okay, if parent.character equals dot. We have to account for every possible value here. Okay, dot, what do we do? Okay, dot digit, so now it's a fraction. Okay, I've done something like this before. If it's a dot, then what do we do? Okay, so if it's a dot, we first, so we have to advance character because we've already read it. But now we have to check if what this, same thing here, copy and paste, copy and paste. P character, but we're not doing value here. Okay, capacity digit, value equals value times 10 plus kind of decimal. Okay, so we have to do something here. We're reading the value, but this is complex. Okay, so that's how you do the fraction. Okay, we need decimal value equals. This requires some explanation right here. Okay, we need to know our actual value, the total value. You just keep multiplying everything by 10, ignoring the fraction part. But at the end, we have to divide by a certain value here. Okay, I'm waiting for several documentations here, and they all contradict each other somewhat. Okay, decimal. equals 1. That's the fractional value. That's the total value, ignoring the decimal, and we need a fractional value to divide by this thing at the end right here. But for now, we're just going to ignore it. Just keep going. Okay. Last possible condition is the E. This is the E value. Okay. If parent.carrying character is equals E uppercase, or parent.current character equals E lowercase. E lowercase. E uppercase versus E lowercase. Okay, what do we do here? This could be complicated. First, we advance character. Then, okay, if value equals 0, okay, it's going to be complicated here. If value equals 0, value equal 1. Value equals 1. No, if value equals 0, not equals 0. If value equals 0, if value equal 1. Okay, we have to set it to a specific value, otherwise the exponent. This is the E is the exponent, so the value cannot be 0. You have to make sure of that. Okay. Now we do this over again. If parent.current character is equal plus or minus in digits. Okay, so the E equals after the E is a specific number. The exponent value. Oh, I'm trying to figure out what this means, and it's really complicated here. So here we reading a second number, plus or minus parent.advanced character. Okay, just to keep everything really clear here. E sign. Oh, we need a second sign for we need a sign and an E sign, because the E is the second number here, so it's not really the same as the first one. E sign, put it down here just to not confuse ourselves. E sign and E value. It's a second number with a second value. E value. E value equals 0. E sign equal 1. Let's make sure everything's correct. Okay, E sign equal -1. Okay, is it equal 1? Is equal -1. It's already 1, so it doesn't matter. So, okay, so we have to do everything that we did before, but for E. Well, E doesn't have a decimal, so that doesn't matter. Okay, parent.p character. So we do E value. Okay. I think I've done something like this before. Okay. So it's the same thing. Here we read the number, and then we set it to E value. Just multiply by 10, and then add it to the new character. So we read the characters one byte at a time. So I'm trying to work this out here. Okay, next. E value equals, no, not E value, equals E value times E sign. Okay, this gives us the exponent value, and I think we're mostly done, but there's something else I'm missing. E value times equals E sign. Okay, if, while. Okay, it's the same thing we did here. Advanced character, if value equals 0, value equal 1. So it has to be 1, otherwise the multiplication won't work right. Okay, if plus or minus, we set the sign. Then we did it just from 0 to 9 and then add them up, multiply by 10 and add them up. Now we have the E value. Now, at the end, result equals I haven't set result is equal value. Okay, this is going to be a complicated one here. Value times sign. Okay, divided by decimal. Okay, why do we divide by the decimal here? Because it would be too complicated to have a separate value for before the dot, for before the punctuation, to and after the punctuation. So we just keep moving as if the dot didn't exist, and then we just calculate how much of it is decimal, and how much of it is not, and how much of it is not. So we just divide by the decimal right here. So that's why we use a double position floating point value. And now we have to do the e sign. Okay, e value, not e value, e sign, e value. Oh, if e value equals 0, e value times, okay. Oh, it's times e value. Oh, power e value. Oh, shoot. It's times the power of e value. Oh, power of 10. No, power 10. E value to the power of 10. 10 to the power of e value. That's what the e means right here. The exponent is times 10 to the power of 10. Okay, 10 to the power of the exponent value times the exponent sign. Okay, but we can't just multiply it by this because there's something else. If it's a 0, doing this it just seems pointless. So let's just do something else here. Okay, if e value equals 0, if e value equals 0, that's the ternary operator. If e value equals 0, we do nothing. We multiply it by 1. Otherwise, we multiply it by power of 10 times e value. Okay, this is really involved here. That's a complicated one. Okay, result equals value times sign divided by decimal. That gives us the value including the decimal. But you might have to multiply it by 10 to the power of e, or whatever the e value is. Okay, I have to, if there's an example of a Java format number, see no, what does it matter? Okay, I think I got it. So what's the result? Oh, parent dot current number. There's something good for later. On double current number. And number. Okay. Okay, it's a lot more complicated than it sounds here. I'm trying to follow this, but it's really not making exactly much sense. So I have to read from other places. Okay, sign times e times decimal e value not equal 10. Question 1. If e value equals 0, we set to 1. If not, then we set to the power of 10 times e value. Okay, now we have to make sure that we didn't miss anything here. Even missing a parenthesis could completely mess us up. Okay, oh, wait a minute. You have to make sure this is a parenthesis, otherwise sometimes you get an error if things are not in parentheses. It gets really complicated here. Oh, this has to be in parentheses, otherwise we run the probability of making a mistake here. Parent.current value equal 1. Oh, this right here also. There's a lot of cosmetic stuff that has to be done correctly. Plus, it probably won't make a mistake, but you have to at least make sure. That's the decimal value. That's the main value. That's the main value. That's the decimal, and that's the exponent. So we do this 3 times right here, but just make sure that it's not wrong. Find the current character sign equals -1. Just make sure that this is included. Sign equal 1, value equal 1. There's still something missing, like none and infinity. Sometimes the numbers say infinity. That can happen with neural network, but I'm not ready to do this yet, so I'm just gonna ignore this part right here. Okay. So far it's good. So what else can we do? We're gonna have to do type string. We need that a type string. Absolutely need it. Before we do type string, let's just update a few things here. Type sequence data. We don't like this one. I'm gonna have to change this later. Sequence data, just change the name to type integer array. Integer array. It has nothing to do with the thing. I'm just cleaning things up. Integer array. Okay, type. Just refactor. Is that type a sequence? No. Oh no, new name type. Type integer array. Okay. Preview. Type sequence. What? What is that? Didn't do anything. What the? I have no idea what it did. Okay, I just rename everything. Okay, am I in the right place? Nope. But I don't really care. Okay, type sequence create. We have to do a lot of things different because before we can do a string, we have to make sure that everything is the right order because string is complicated enough by itself, and if we have to figure things out on the fly, then things can get really complex. Okay, type dynamic array sequence data and array data. Let's call it array length data. Okay, let's just make sure we're editing right here. Type neural network create. Type dynamic array create. We're gonna do the same thing for string. So let's just make sure we practice here. Type dynamic array create array data. Array page. Ooh. Okay. What is that? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Const. Const. Auto. No, auto. Array page. 100. What? Oh, 100 and here. Okay, that should do it. I think. Array page. I don't care. Whatever. Equals. Oh, what am I doing? Equals array page. Okay. Okay, const auto equals array page. Okay. Type ng array create. If dynamic array create, then srand long time. No. Oh, that's something else entirely. Oh, we're losing time here. Type neural network. Oh, there's nothing to be done here. So it's done. array page. Is it? Oh wait, am I doing everything right? Alright, should be right. Okay. Equals size of. I'm just losing time here. Unsigned long. J and unsigned long times 100. Okay. Unsigned long times 100. That should be right. Okay. Array page. Okay. Integer page. Integer page. Just to make sure. Okay. Integer page. This is something else entirely. Okay. Return 1. Return. This is just a lot of cleanup. But we have to make sure you get it right. Integer array create. Integer array create. Oh, length. Oh, shoot. Integer array create. We have to set the length. Length equals array length. Equals length. Parent dot array length equal length. If type dynamic array resize shoot. Is it min or max? Okay, type max integer page length. Oh shoot, length doesn't work. This is gonna be complicated here. Okay, that turned out to be more difficult than anticipated. We have to create the array. It's set to blank values, and it's set to. We haven't set anything here. So now we have to initialize the array to a fill sequence. Fill sequence. Okay, sequence. Okay, if parent equals 0, set 0. Now we have to do something slightly complicated here. Okay, it took me a while to refactor all this, but it seems kind of pointless, but there's a reason I had to do this here. Because the next thing I'm going to do is string, and dealing with string is difficult enough without having to deal with all this minor stuff. So I created a function that is called get array address. It doesn't actually do anything much. It just returns the address of the array data. It seems kind of pointless, but like I said, string is complicated enough without having to deal with it. So I called get data address to make sure that everything is the way it's supposed to be. So the format will be if get data address, then do stuff with the address, with the data. So we're gonna have an array of characters, and we need to do stuff with it, but you have to make sure that the array of characters is actually what it's supposed to be. So everything here is, like I said, completely pointless, but eventually it's gonna be useful. So that's just a bit of refactoring, doesn't actually do anything much. So I guess that's it for today here. String is just too complicated to do right now, so just gonna do that tomorrow. But anyway, that's it for today. Things are gonna get really difficult real soon.